Hello everyone, and welcome to another one of my video log segments. Before we start, I'd like to apologize for the very annoying beep you're undoubtedly hearing, but unfortunately there's a problem with my speakers of my laptop, and I haven't yet been able to gather the finances to actually fix it, if it is at all fixable. Anyways, on to today's topic. I have a dream. And this dream is one that I know I will probably never be able to fulfill, but I would really like to fulfill. However, other than finances, there's a few things that are currently complicating this dream of mine, and well, you'll probably want to know what this dream is, of course. So, my dream is to travel the world and see all of the places that I've always wanted to go to and see. As I said, finances is one of the problems. I currently live off of less than minimum wage, and that isn't exactly ideal to save up a lot of money, and unless I somehow manage to win over $1 million or find someone crazy enough to fund this thing for me, I doubt I'll ever be able to fulfill my dream. Another thing that complicates this dream for me is that I was born with a problem in my ears, where you have this one tube in your ear that connects your inner ear with your nasal cavity, the big hollow behind here where all the junk goes that your body needs to remove and stuff from your nose and ears and from your throat. Throat cavity, could be throat cavity too. I'm not that big on biology, so just Google it. I know that where I live we call it the eustachius tube, and it's probably got a different name in England and America and all those places, but it's that one tube that goes diagonally from your ears to your nose or throat cavity. I'm not quite sure which one exactly it was again. And normally it is diagonally, so it's positioned like that, going from that direction. But for me it's horizontal. It's like this, and normally it's diagonally, so the flow of ear junk, I suppose, goes down to that cavity and gets removed from your body via whatever way your body does that. And because with me it's horizontally, there is next to no removal of all that, and it also poses a problem in that the minorest difference in the minorest sudden difference in heights, like going down a hill, or you know, getting on a roller coaster and driving up and then really fast down, or going through a tunnel by train, or going with the subway underground, or even just going through a tunnel under a river or such, poses a problem for me in that my ears will start to feel like I can barely hear, and I have to press on my nose and sort of blow air, and that then ends up going through those tubes into my ears and then out, and that should open them up again. Only the problem is, if I travel by airplane, I risk the chance of going permanently deaf, so my doctor has forbidden me to ever get on an airplane. Now, if I didn't have this physical disability, it would still be hard for me to travel by plane, because I am unfortunately very severely claustrophobic. That means that things like an airplane, an elevator, or a subway are very hard places for me to get into and travel. I've been working on it a long time, and I'm able to get on the subway and travel as long as there are other people in the subway cart with me that stay until the ending point. But it becomes very traumatizing for me to get on an elevator, or even think of going on an airplane, and that makes it very hard to start your journey across the world. Because unfortunately, there are several places, America, that you seem to have a hard time reaching by any means other than an airplane. I've been looking into it, and as of yet, I've not found a boat other than a cruise line that has this whole package of going there, staying there for 16 days or so, and then going back with the same boat. Which is not what I want, because I want to go to America with the boat, and then find a hotel there myself, and stay a night, and get accustomed to American time scheme, and then go on and travel by bus from one place to another, or maybe by train if there's a train going somewhere, and seeing a big part of America. And then I just want to take another boat and go see Hawaii for a while, and from there I would have to take another boat to get back to the mainland of Africa. And as of yet, I've had a hard time trying to find boats that just take people across the water from one end to another without you having to pay for the nights you're on the boat, as well as the nights that you stay in a hotel tied to that boat, and the journey back that I'm never going to make. So yeah, you can see it's got quite some trouble trying to fulfill this dream, not to mention quite some financials needed, as the only boat that I've found that is able to take me to America right now is the Holland America line, which is a cruise ship and which will cost you over €1,000 a night. That's about $1,500 just to take the boat there, and you have to pay more just to spend nights at a hotel, and you have to pay the back journey, and yeah, that's gonna be like $2,000-3-ish just to get to America. And I've thought about it, and about maybe not going to America, but I really want to go to America. It's like, yeah, it's just one of those places that I really wanted to see. I really wanted to go see the USA. I want to be in wherever the hell it's held, that you have Youmacon. I want to go to Youmacon. So already decided that if I should ever get rich or find some crazy idiot that's gonna pay for this dream of mine or whatever, if I somehow manage to get the finances to do this, I wanna take off a few weeks before Youmacon so that I can make it to where Youmacon is held and be able to go to Youmacon. And we're already nearing the 10 minutes, so I'll speed this along a tad bit. Yeah, so I have to do this entire world journey by land and sea, because that's the only way I won't be risking going permanently deaf, which I don't want. Excuse me. So yeah, I want to travel America by bus and train and stuff, and see all kinds of things really in America that, well, most people here don't get to see because, well, Europe is just not a very financially stable place if you follow the news, the world news at all, when it covered the financial part of Europe, at least. And, well, it's America. It's just something that a lot of people who don't come from there really want to see. And likewise, I guess there's a lot of you American people who would really want to see Europe. And you'd be like, but, well, you've got the Eiffel Tower. And I'd be like, whoop-de-doo, big friggin' tower that I won't be able to climb due to my ear problem. And I won't be able to go up by elevator. So, yeah, the Eiffel Tower doesn't really do that to me. I mean, I've seen pictures of it, and it's really one of those things where all I can think of is once I stand in front of that Eiffel Tower, I'd be like, okay, so it's a lot bigger than in the picture. And I'm not really all that interested in it. What I like about traveling is, especially if you go by land and do it mostly by foot, by bus, or by train, you get to see a lot of the surroundings and also a lot of the people. And that's one of the aspects that I like about this, and that really makes me want to do this, is I want to see all these people in the world, all these different people that go about their daily things, and I'm there sort of as a spectator, or a tourist in this case, I guess, and observing them and seeing how they live, and that just interests me to no end. And all those big structures, it's cool to learn how they were made and stuff, but yeah, you see one pyramid, you've seen them all, is my opinion. I mean, they're old, and people built them in a time when technically they shouldn't be able to build such high artworks, because they didn't have the kind of tools to do it, and that makes them interesting. But to me, it's like, well, yeah, the pyramids are cool and all, but how did the people live? I mean, there's so much that you can learn just from ancient artifacts that show how people used to live there, and that's a part of history that interests me more than whatever the hell people invented. That's cool and all, and I respect the people who did, but yeah, I mean, I'm grateful that I have a laptop and a webcam and that I'm able to make this video, but I really don't care all that much that I'd be all excited about going to see a factory where they make laptops or webcams. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I want to see people and places, and yeah, for a big part, from an airplane you can't really see all that much down below, and from a train you see all that much more. And I've always loved being on a boat, but that's more me having grown up in a fishing town and being surrounded by water and boats, and having always lived with the nature, with the ocean, I mean, literally on my doorstep. Well, not literally, but pretty much on my doorstep. It's like a 15-minute walk from my house, there's an ocean. And most people who don't live this close to an ocean don't understand just what kind of a feel that gives to know that all that water is out there, and all that's protecting you is this one flimsy man-made basically hill of dirt. That's all that's protecting you from all that water. And to know that I live in an area, in the area that was the second worst hit, we were basically underwater. For the most part, there was only one place that was worse hit because there were more people dead there, but we were the furthest underwater here. So to know that you live in a place that, when a flood came, would be the farthest underwater, really gives you a big respect for the ocean and stuff. So yeah, I've always loved the ocean, and I grew up with it, and I would really love to just be traveling over the sea, and you know, that feel of knowing that there is going to be possibly more than 100 kilometers of water between two pieces of land. That gives me a sort of excited feel of, I want to go, I want to experience it, I want to go see the world. I want to go travel by boat and by train and by bus and see all these wonderful things up close and stuff. And yeah, I'm on my 15-minute mark, so I will talk about this more in the second video, so see you all there. Bye bye.